everyone, welcome to another vlog. Today is a bit weird. It's like, well, I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna take you with me to as much of it that I can, but then in the middle of it I'm getting my eyebrows topped up. It's just gonna be a random day. It's super early in the morning right now. I am beyond tired. My eyes are so small I couldn't even get my contact lenses in this morning, but I'm just gonna put on my lashes. Then I'm going to show you what I'm wearing, and then I'm going to head to the train station. I'm not even going to bother fighting with the traffic today because you just know you're going to end up being late. Please excuse the mess in the background. This is reality. It's like at the beginning of the week, everything's tidy, and then as the week goes on, you know, you're in a rush every morning to get ready, and then you come home and you can't bother to clean it up. That is my situation, and I will do it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow and I can't wait. Like, it's really funny, like so my week starts on a Tuesday, and on a Tuesday I'm like, I wake up in the morning like early and I feel like really fresh. By the time Friday comes, I'm so burnt out. Like, I just feel like a shadow of my former self. It's dry. These lashes, by the way, they are so subtle. They just make you look a bit more awake. Have I got everything? I'm taking with me, what am I gonna take? Everything is in here. It makes it really easy because I can just move stuff from one bag to the next. I need to put on my shoes. I'm just gonna quickly show you what I'm wearing in my even more messy dressing room. So this is it. I've got some pretty informal meetings today, but I'm gonna just use this bag. This is still in the sale. It's in Mulberry, by the way. I've got on these jeans. I need to talk to you about these shoes because for anyone who needs a low heel to like work in, these are really good shoes. They're Christian Louboutin, but I got them the other day and they're, super comfortable. Just some like black jeans. Thankfully, because I work in the creative industry, I don't have to wear a suit most of the time, so I can just be like this and that's cool. First thing this morning, I am meeting some of my friends for breakfast. I do this every so often and it's really fun. Basically, we all work in London. For like, one works for a different company, one does the same thing as me but in more of a PR capacity. And what we do is that we get into London super early and we go and have breakfast. We're going to Soho House on Dean Street in Soho. I'm hoping for French toast. It's my favourite, and it's one of those things that I don't allow myself all the time. Have I got everything? I've just arrived. I'm rather windswept because it is raining. I'm so hungry. I can't wait for this. One of my friends is in a meeting right now, but she's going to be here in like 10 minutes or something. Already the day has been really productive. I had breakfast this morning, then I had a meeting straight after. I've tried to film as much as I can today, but obviously I can't film meetings and my friends didn't want to be in the vlog, which I totally respect and understand. I'm just about now to go to where I get my eyebrows done. So I'd already had the initial session. That was a couple of months ago, or maybe a month ago, and then you've got to go for a second session where they sort of shade them in. I'm a bit late. I've been like, I like overran at my last meeting and I'm quite a bit late, but I'm gonna be there soon. And then I've got one final meeting after, thankfully with someone who I work with but whom I'm really good friends with, and I've already told her I'm getting my eyebrows done, so she's not gonna think me weird when I turn up there with red skin and probably sore eyebrows. I think on this one, I need to go a bit higher, there. And then on this one, just like a little bit underneath. Yeah. Because this one looks a bit thicker there. But it's tiny, it's tiny.
Yeah. And that's really normal, is the beginning and end of strokes are the finest, and the centre's the thickest. So often you'll lose the beginning and the end, if anything. To get that makeup off and get around a set.
I've like coloured them in good today. We've just taken off the makeup. Do you want me to show you like a close-up of how they look? That's how they look. That's just microblading, which looks really good.
That's what I'd expect to see. So yeah, I see exactly what you mean. On the front side here, we just need to take it up a little bit and under the arch. is just thicken that out. Exactly right.
The numbing cream has gone on. Yeah, what I was saying earlier is, and I said this in that first video I did on microblading, if you are seeing this and you haven't seen the other one, I'm going to link to it below, and you can see what my eyebrows looked like originally and then what they look like after. But I bleached my face, and I had loads of you going like, why do you do that? The bleach that I use is just Jolene, and the reason why I do it is because I get quite a lot of like dark hair. So I just bleach my whole face, but what it means is that my eyebrows tend to go a bit ginger. I've been more careful though since I've had this done, like I've avoided
on the brows.
I've avoided the area. Do you want to see what Natasha looks like? She's so pretty! I didn't know we had to do this bit again.
Yeah, just so I can get exactly how it's working.
I don't mind.
It's only because when I do the adjustments, I want to make sure that they're level rather than just freestyling. It's safer.
I've got like a cow's lick, which I hate, and Natasha said she can microblade it in so that it doesn't look so bad. So we've just got a bit of numbing cream on there. That would be amazing. And I know that this doesn't hurt, so I haven't got to worry about that. No. The first time I had this done, that was the thing that I was most nervous about.
Most people are. Result and pain?
Yes. Yeah. Definitely result as well, because you don't want to be left with something that looks terrible.
No. So again, we're not going over the whole area, just the strokes that need a little more.
I'm sort of quite excited about this bit.
Okay, good. So, how's it going? Do you always part your hair this way?
Sometimes it's centre, but yeah.
Sometimes centre. So it's either centre or here?
Yeah.
Okay, now put your head forward.
So you say this does hurt, and the hairline?
No, only when you were sort of considering not having anaesthetic.
Oh yeah. I got a bit too ahead of myself earlier. I was like, forget about the anaesthetic, and then I felt this bit on my eyebrow that I could feel, and I was like, okay, that hurts.
Yeah, you don't want any of that. Scalp is sensitive because you've got a lot of nerve endings. All right, so what we'll do, and this is like a decision for both, is when asked where you would part your hair, it's like when we create the hair strokes, I have to go one way or the other.
Oh.
So, do you want to grab the mirror?
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Follow exactly this parting, and then if there's a couple that go that way when you've got them in the centre, it doesn't really matter. All right. Right.
And you can do this on people that are balding, basically.
Anyone who's got hair loss, alopecia, yeah, so anything from guys with a sort of shaved head to losing hair. We can work with women who have hair loss, and that's when we do put a lot of pigment into the scalp.
Unless you've got that, like you've got a really good hairline, like it's round, like a lot. Like I think most people want that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never thought about my hairline.
Oh, well, if you had mine, you'd think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt, but I can feel it.
Yeah. I was going to come up with some really amazing fact, but I don't have one.
Oh my god, that looks amazing already!
So we're just trying to recreate the hairs that are there so that it blends in. So some will be short, some will be longer.
We are all done. Check out the eyebrows. You can see Natasha in the mirror. Look. Look at the eyebrows, but also look at this. Sorry, my hair's gone a bit flat, but look at that. How much better is that? It's way improved.
Good.
I love it, and the eyebrows look incredible.
Eyebrows look good.
Yeah, they look so good. Thank you. And I will show you these over the next couple of days so you can see how they go. Eyebrows done. Now I'm going to the next meeting. I don't know what's going on today, but I seem to be like 10 minutes late for everything. There's a bit of a weird jump here, guys, because I went along to the meeting. I couldn't film it because that would be weird. Anyway, on to the next day, which is Friday. I've just arrived. I parked at Harrods. This is literally right. Whenever I get my hair done, my format is always the same. I park up here. My hairdresser is over the road. It's so easy. I go into Pret. For any of you who haven't tried this, please try this. They do a whole list of drinks that are made from coconut milk. It's probably not anything new, but it's new to me. Get the flat white with coconut. It is so good. But anyway, I'm gonna go and get something to eat in there, Then we're gonna head to the hairdressers. Oh, I'm so tired today. I know I said that earlier, but I feel an absolute wreck. That's Harrods, right? That is literally the car park. It's so handy. It's really, really close. And then over on the corner, that is the Pret I go to, and the hairdresser is just next door. Is that the new colour?
Yes.
Oh, that looks really nice.
Show you. And if you want, I can put this on the top and it's just a bit glitter.
That's, oh yeah. Oh, let's do that. So these are the colours that I've had. So I've got pink, as you can see here, which is from the winter collection. But then there's that over the top, which is like a really light shimmer, which you can kind of see on the bottom. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For lunch, I've got to recommend this. It's from Pret. Doesn't look like anything nice when I show you, but it's basically a wrap that's got feta cheese, mint, and butternut squash in it, and it's literally so nice. Plus, you get 2 of these, and it's 350 calories, and it keeps you really full. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to film that?
Okay, yeah.
Can you go back more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is Sunday and I feel so much better. I know I kept banging on in the vlog about how tired I was, but seriously, you had no idea. It was like the week from hell. I mean, it was a good week, but it was just long hours and I felt really tired. What I thought would be fun is I want to show you a couple of items of clothing that I've bought recently. I don't love spending loads of money on clothing, if at all I can help it. At the same time, I don't want to get into the trap of buying lots of rubbish that ends up in the bin after a short amount of time. And I feel like I've got a good balance actually. I feel like I found some brands that really work for me. But the first thing I thought I would do is, do you remember that bag that I was giving away, which I actually have here? But just to remind you, I did a giveaway where you could win this bag. It's so cute, and it comes with a long chain on it, its own dust bag, it's in its own box. All you had to do was go onto my blog. There was a particular blog post and you had to share your personal tips and advice on what you do when you need to go day to evening in terms of your dress. There were so many great bits of advice given, and there's a few people that I just have to tell you what they said because their advice was so good. The first bit of advice is from Petra, but you said that you go for a little black dress in the day and you wear it with sneakers and a leather jacket, and then for the evenings you basically swap it out with high heels. The whole dress with denim jacket and flat sneakers in the day is something that I really like anyway. The next idea was this, and I really liked this idea. It was from Rifat, and Rifat was saying that what she does is she'll wear a pair of trousers with a long tunic to work. Then when work's over, she takes the trousers off, the tunic transforms itself into a dress, and then she puts on some high heels. I really liked the idea of that because that's not something I'd ever thought about. Now for the winner. This was really difficult because there were so many creative, really thought through tips and bits of advice given. This person has won because they've come up with a creative way that you could absolutely make this work in the majority of instances, sort of in like a corporate-y environment, or whether you work in like the creative industry or anything like that. Isabella basically says she's got this down to a science, and when I read this, I'm like, you're not wrong. You wear a dress, right? Like a black dress to the knee, it's got like a pencil skirt design to it. You then wear a blouse or a shirt over the top of the dress. So instead of looking like a dress, it looks like you've got a pencil skirt on. She's like, if you want to be a bit more extra, choose a dress that has got a like a V-neck or like a plunging neckline. Bit like what Rifat was saying, she curls her hair in the morning, twists it into a bun, and it means that when she lets it out, it looks freshly curled. Pretty much then all she does is she adds heels, a clutch, red lipstick, takes off the shirt, she is done. I just love this idea because it was so creative. It's very versatile, but it could totally work in a more corporate environment. Congratulations, Isabella, I'm going to be in touch because I need to post your bag out to you. Massive thanks to everyone who entered, and I know that some of you were concerned. You were leaving comments and they weren't going on the website straight away. And don't worry, the reason for that is every time you write a comment, I have to manually approve it. And as fast as I was approving them, there was new ones coming in. There's been like over 600 comments, but don't worry, because every single comment I read through, literally every single one on the back end of like the website. As some of you saw in the vlog earlier, I went and had, it's called a control session. When you get microblading, you go for an initial session if you like, and they colour in your eyebrows, and then what happens is that after about 6 weeks the dye starts to fade down and you might need like little adjustments made. So there's normally like a follow-up appointment, and at that appointment Natasha basically filled in the gaps. When I first had microblading done, it didn't hurt because it's completely numb, and I promise you it doesn't hurt. It did feel a bit burny and a bit grazed and almost hot a couple of hours after, and I also noticed that the process in terms of keeping the brows, like you've got to basically put like a Vaseline on them, that process felt a lot more intense. This time it didn't feel so bad because she just coloured in like a couple of brush strokes instead of doing the whole brow again. The aftercare has literally been like little to none, but the brows that you can see here, they have got no product on them. That is now my finished result. These will last me for a year. But the thing that I was most interested by is you saw that I had my hairline microbladed. Let me just show you. This side of my hairline was slightly back to this one, and she's basically balanced them both up. But just like with the eyebrows, you can see that what she's effectively done is she's drawn tiny little hair strokes on. It makes my hairline look way more rounded, as opposed to it was like almost quite severe before. Now for clothes. I've got this dress that I'm going to show you with this necklace on it here. I've also got something that is more for summer, but before I show you this, what do you think of this outfit? I really like it for the weekend when I want to be more casual, but they actually remind me of Gucci. So what these are like they're not quite a tracksuit bottom, because you wouldn't want to work out in them, but around the top here, can you see they've actually got proper pleats in them and like a belt loophole? So it's almost like, they're almost like, how would you describe it? You know, work trousers, where they don't have, actually these do have a pocket on the back, but they almost feel a bit like a smart casual trouser. And I've just got them on here with like some white trainers, and then I've just tucked it in with like this top that is about 1 million years old. These trousers were £25. Then the final thing I got is this. This is actually part of a set, and that's the top that goes with it. I'll show you that in a second. But these are a pair of white lacy shorts. The top that goes with it looks like this. It's basically a V-neck top, and then you tie it up on the front. There are these two tassels that sort of bow up on the front of it. And then this is the dress. What I was planning on doing with this, so it's like longer at the back. I need to iron it, I know. But what I was planning on doing with this is wearing it with a belt, like a belt going around the waist, because when you do that, it ruffles really nicely at the back. Like for £22, I really liked it, and I love the shoulders on it, the fact that you can button it like up or down. This obviously isn't the right sort of belt for it, but I've just put this on to sort of demonstrate what I'm saying. Do you see what I mean about the back? The back goes really like nice and floaty when you do this. That is everything from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you in the next vlog.